Most people over the age of 60 believe cold feet, numb toes, or heavy legs are simply part of getting older. I hear this from my patients all the time. They say, "Doctor, my circulation just isn't what it used to be." But what many people don't realize is that something very specific is happening inside the blood vessels themselves. And once you understand it, improving circulation can become much easier. Inside your arteries is a delicate inner lining called the endothelium. When we're younger, this lining behaves like a smooth highway for blood. It releases a tiny molecule called nitric oxide, which signals your blood vessels to relax and widen so blood can move freely. But as we age, this lining can become less active. Doctors sometimes call this endothelial fatigue. When that happens, the body produces less nitric oxide. And without enough of that molecule, blood vessels slowly begin to narrow and stiffen. Blood no longer moves smoothly through the arteries. Instead of flowing like water through a wide pipe, it starts moving more slowly, almost like syrup. When circulation slows down, the first place you often feel it is in the legs and feet, because they are the farthest parts of the body from the heart. That's why many seniors begin noticing symptoms like cold feet tingling or numb toes leg fatigue while walking, nighttime calf cramps, slow healing cuts on the feet. But here's the encouraging news. Researchers have discovered that certain natural foods and drinks can help stimulate the body's nitric oxide system. In fact, some studies have shown increases in nitric oxide activity within just a few hours after consuming the right nutrients. These aren't medications. They simply support the natural chemistry your blood vessels already use to relax and open. And when these drinks are combined with light movement, even something as simple as ankle rotations or short walks, many people begin noticing warmer feet and lighter legs surprisingly quickly. So today, I'm going to share 8 circulation-supporting drinks that I often recommend to older adults. They're simple to prepare. They use ingredients many people already have at home, and each one supports your blood vessels in a slightly different way. We'll start with one of the most overlooked but surprisingly helpful circulation boosters. Drink number 8. Warm lemon water. At first glance, this drink may seem too simple to matter, but physiologically it does something important. When you drink a glass of warm water with fresh lemon in the morning, you're doing more than just hydrating. You're helping support the tiny chemical system that keeps blood vessels relaxed. Lemons are rich in vitamin C, which helps protect the enzyme responsible for producing nitric oxide inside the arteries. In simpler terms, vitamin C helps your body preserve the signal that keeps blood vessels open. Many seniors who begin their mornings with warm lemon water report something interesting after several days. Their toes begin feeling warmer, morning stiffness in the feet starts fading, and the heaviness in their legs becomes less noticeable. Part of the reason is hydration. But another reason is that vitamin C helps support the delicate lining of the blood vessels themselves. And when that lining functions well, circulation naturally improves. Think of warm lemon water as a gentle morning signal to your circulation system. Relax and let blood flow freely. Over time, that small daily habit can help your blood vessels stay flexible instead of constantly tightening. But lemon water is only the beginning. The next drink on this list contains a natural warming compound that can stimulate tiny capillaries in the feet and legs, and it's something many people already keep in their kitchen. In the next part, I'll explain why ginger tea can act almost like a natural circulation activator for aging legs. Now that we've discussed how something as simple as warm lemon water can gently encourage your arteries to relax, let's move to the next circulation-supporting drink, one that many cultures have used for centuries to warm the body from the inside out. Drink number 7. Ginger tea. If you've ever had ginger tea on a cold day, you may have noticed something interesting. A gentle warmth spreads through your chest, your stomach, and eventually into your hands and feet. That warming sensation isn't just imagination. Ginger contains a natural compound called gingerol, which helps stimulate circulation and encourages blood vessels to expand slightly. Even a small widening of the arteries allows blood to move more easily through the tiny vessels in your legs and feet. And those tiny vessels called capillaries are exactly where circulation problems often begin as we age. But ginger does something else that researchers find fascinating. In nutrition studies, ginger has also been shown to support healthy blood flow by helping platelets remain less sticky. When platelets are less likely to clump together, blood can travel more smoothly through narrow vessels. The result is better microcirculation, especially in the extremities like the toes, ankles, and calves. Many seniors who begin drinking ginger tea regularly notice 2 small but meaningful changes. Their feet feel warmer. Nighttime leg cramps begin to decrease. Both of these signs suggest circulation is improving. Preparing ginger tea is very simple. All you need is 1 teaspoon of freshly grated ginger, 1 cup of hot water. Let it steep for about 5 minutes, then sip slowly. The key is not to rush. Allow the warmth to gradually move through your body. Think of ginger tea as a gentle signal to your arteries, encouraging them to relax and open rather than stay tight. But the next drink on our list works in a completely different way. Instead of warming the blood vessels, it actually supplies the raw material your body uses to produce nitric oxide directly. And it happens to be one of the most studied natural circulation boosters in the world. Drink number 6. Beetroot juice. Beets may not be everyone's favorite vegetable, but when it comes to circulation, they are truly remarkable. Beets are naturally rich in dietary nitrates. When you drink beet juice, these nitrates are converted inside the body into nitrites, and then into nitric oxide, the very molecule that tells your arteries to relax and widen. And this process can happen surprisingly quickly. Research involving older adults has shown that within about 90 minutes of drinking beet juice, measurable improvements in blood vessel dilation can occur. When arteries widen, blood moves with less resistance, and that can make a noticeable difference in everyday activities, like walking, climbing stairs, or standing for long periods of time. In one well-known study involving older adults, participants who consumed a daily serving of beet juice improved their walking endurance within just a few weeks. Their muscles were receiving better oxygen delivery simply because circulation had improved. If the flavor of beet juice feels a little earthy, there's an easy solution. You can blend fresh beet with apple carrot or a little lemon. This softens the taste while preserving the circulation benefits. Just remember one important tip. Whenever possible, use raw or lightly blended beetroot. Excessive heat during cooking can reduce some of the natural nitrates that make beets so effective for circulation support. So far, we've talked about drinks that help relax blood vessels and increase nitric oxide production. But the next drink on our list works in a different way entirely. Instead of increasing nitric oxide directly, it helps protect the delicate lining of your arteries from damage over time. And the deep red color of this next drink is actually a clue to how powerful it is. In the next part, I'll explain why pomegranate juice is often called one of nature's most protective drinks for aging arteries. So far, we've talked about drinks that stimulate circulation and help your body produce more nitric oxide, the molecule that allows blood vessels to relax and widen. But circulation isn't only about opening arteries. There's another important factor many people overlook. Your arteries also need protection. Over time, something called oxidative stress, a kind of internal chemical wear and tear, can slowly damage the delicate lining of blood vessels. When that lining becomes irritated, nitric oxide breaks down more quickly, and circulation begins to slow. That's where the next drink becomes extremely valuable. Drink number 5. Pomegranate juice. Pomegranate is one of the richest natural sources of polyphenols, powerful plant compounds that help protect the inner lining of your arteries. Think of polyphenols as tiny shields defending your blood vessels from damage. When the lining of the arteries stays healthy, nitric oxide remains active longer in the bloodstream, and that allows blood vessels to stay open and flexible. Flexibility is exactly what aging arteries often begin to lose. Several cardiovascular studies have shown that people who regularly drink pure pomegranate juice experience improvements in how well their arteries respond to blood flow. In simpler terms, their arteries become better at relaxing when circulation increases. Many seniors notice subtle improvements after adding pomegranate juice to their routine. Their legs feel less tight while walking. Their feet regain a healthy pink color instead of appearing pale, and the heavy sensation in the calves begins to ease. Just make sure you choose 100% pure pomegranate juice. Many commercial blends contain large amounts of added sugar, which can actually irritate blood vessels and reduce some of the benefits. A small serving, about half a cup per day, is usually enough. The deep ruby color of pomegranate juice is also a clue to its power. That color comes from natural pigments called anthocyanins, compounds known for protecting delicate blood vessels throughout the body. But the next drink on our list works a little differently. Instead of simply protecting arteries, it helps them stay flexible and responsive throughout the entire day. And many people already drink it without realizing how helpful it can be. Drink number 4. Green tea. Green tea is often praised for its antioxidants, but one of its lesser-known benefits is how it helps support the elasticity of blood vessels. Inside green tea are compounds called catechins, especially one known as EGCG. These compounds activate pathways that encourage the endothelial lining of arteries to produce more nitric oxide. In a sense, green tea acts like a gentle exercise signal for your blood vessels. Even while sitting, these compounds help arteries stay flexible and responsive. And when arteries stay flexible, blood can travel more easily to the parts of the body that need it, especially the legs and feet. Many seniors notice something interesting when they replace an afternoon soda or extra coffee with green tea. By evening, their legs feel lighter, their feet feel warmer, and the swelling that sometimes appears late in the day becomes less noticeable. 1 or 2 cups of green tea per day is usually enough to provide these benefits. Morning or mid-afternoon are ideal times. Green tea provides a mild lift and energy without overstimulating the nervous system, like excessive caffeine sometimes can. So far, we've covered drinks that protect artery walls, improve vessel flexibility, and support nitric oxide production. But the next drink on our list works overnight, while your body sleeps, and it may help reduce one of the most frustrating circulation symptoms seniors experience: nighttime leg cramps. In the next section, I'll explain why tart cherry juice can quietly support circulation and muscle recovery while you rest. Up to this point, we've talked about drinks that help your body produce nitric oxide, protect the inner lining of your arteries, and keep blood vessels flexible throughout the day. But circulation also depends on something else that often gets overlooked: inflammation inside the arteries. As we age, tiny inflammatory signals can slowly irritate the walls of blood vessels. When arteries become inflamed, they also become stiffer, and stiff arteries lose their ability to expand and contract naturally. When that happens, it becomes harder for blood to reach the smaller muscles and nerves in the legs, ankles, and feet. That's where the next drink becomes especially helpful. Drink number 3, tart cherry juice. Tart cherries contain natural pigments called anthocyanins. These powerful plant compounds give cherries their deep red color. But more importantly, they help calm inflammation inside the delicate lining of blood vessels. When inflammation decreases, arteries regain some of their natural flexibility, and flexible arteries allow blood to travel more freely to the lower legs and feet. But tart cherry juice offers another benefit that many seniors appreciate. It also supports the body's natural production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Why does that matter for circulation? Because during deep sleep, blood pressure becomes more stable, and that stable pressure allows blood vessels to repair and restore themselves overnight. Many older adults who begin drinking a small glass of tart cherry juice in the evening notice something interesting after a couple of weeks. Nighttime calf cramps become less frequent, their legs feel more relaxed when lying down, and the restless sensations that sometimes appear in the lower legs during the night begin to fade. The reason is simple: when inflammation is reduced and sleep improves, the circulatory system finally gets the time it needs to recover. Just a small evening serving about half a cup is usually enough. Whenever possible, choose unsweetened tart cherry juice. This allows you to receive the natural anthocyanins without adding unnecessary sugar that could irritate blood vessels. But the next drink on our list might surprise you. Many people think of it as a treat, rather than something that supports circulation. Yet research has shown it can directly encourage your arteries to produce more nitric oxide. Drink number 2, cocoa or dark chocolate. Drink real cocoa, the kind made from pure cacao powder, contains compounds called flavonols. These natural plant chemicals stimulate the endothelial cells that line your blood vessels, and those cells are responsible for producing nitric oxide. In simple terms, cocoa helps your arteries relax and widen, improving blood flow to muscles and nerves. Several clinical studies involving older adults found that participants who regularly consumed high flavonol cocoa experienced measurable improvements in walking performance. Their muscles were receiving better oxygen delivery, which made everyday movement feel easier. The key, however, is choosing unsweetened cocoa powder, not sugary hot chocolate mixes. You can make a simple cocoa drink by mixing 1 teaspoon of natural cocoa powder, hot water, or warm milk, a small amount of honey if needed. The result is a warm, comforting drink that also supports healthy blood vessels. And when cocoa is combined with light movement, even something as simple as ankle rotations or a short walk, its circulation benefits become even stronger. But the final drink on our list takes circulation support one step further. It combines 2 powerful ingredients into a single drink that can dramatically increase nitric oxide production. And many researchers believe this combination may be one of the most effective natural circulation boosters available. In the next part, I'll reveal the number 1 drink that many seniors say brings warmth back to their legs faster than anything else. We've now explored several drinks that can help support circulation by increasing nitric oxide, reducing inflammation, and protecting the delicate lining of your blood vessels. But the final drink on our list is unique. Instead of relying on just one circulation mechanism, it combines 2 powerful natural ingredients that work together, creating a stronger effect than either one alone. Drink number 1, beet and pomegranate circulation blend. Individually, both beetroot and pomegranate already support healthy blood flow. Beets provide natural nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide, the molecule that signals your blood vessels to relax and widen. Pomegranate, on the other hand, is rich in polyphenols, plant compounds that help protect nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly inside the bloodstream. When these 2 ingredients are combined, something interesting happens. The beets provide the raw material needed to produce nitric oxide, and the pomegranate helps preserve that nitric oxide longer inside your blood vessels. That combination creates what scientists often call a circulation synergy. Researchers studying natural cardiovascular support have observed that when nitrate-rich foods are paired with polyphenol-rich fruits, the body can maintain higher nitric oxide levels for longer periods of time. And higher nitric oxide levels mean your arteries can stay relaxed and open, allowing oxygen-rich blood to reach the muscles and nerves in your legs more easily. Many older adults who begin drinking this blend notice gradual changes in how their legs feel. The tight sensation in the calves begins to ease. The skin tone in the feet becomes warmer and healthier, and walking begins to feel less tiring. Preparing this drink at home is very simple. Blend together half of a small raw beet, about 1/4 cup of pure pomegranate juice, 1 glass of water. Blend until smooth. The color will be a deep crimson red, almost glowing. That rich color is a sign of the natural plant compounds inside working together to support healthy circulation. Many people prefer drinking this blend mid-morning or early afternoon, when the body is most active and circulation demands are higher. And if the flavor feels too strong at first, you can soften it slightly by adding a small piece of apple or carrot. But there's one important thing to remember. No drink, even a powerful one, works completely on its own. Your circulatory system responds best when these natural beverages are combined with gentle movement. Something as simple as ankle rotations, toe lifts, or a short walk around the house can significantly amplify the effects of nitric oxide in the bloodstream. Think of it this way. The drink helps your blood vessels open. Movement helps your muscles push blood forward. And when those two actions work together, circulation improves far more efficiently. That's when many seniors begin noticing real changes. Warmer feet, lighter legs, less calf tightness, and more comfortable walking. Small daily habits like these can make a meaningful difference over time. If you found this video helpful, consider sharing it with a friend or family member who might also benefit from improving their circulation. And if you'd like more simple strategies to support healthy aging, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future videos, because sometimes the smallest daily habits can make the biggest difference in how your body feels. Before we finish, I want to help you understand something extremely important. Circulation problems after the age of 60 rarely happen overnight. They usually develop slowly over many years. As we age, our arteries gradually lose some of their elasticity. When we are younger, arteries behave almost like flexible rubber tubes. They expand easily when blood needs to move faster and then gently contract again. But over time, the walls of those arteries begin to stiffen. Part of this change happens because the body naturally produces less nitric oxide with age. Nitric oxide is the tiny signaling molecule that tells the muscles around your blood vessels to relax. Without enough of it, arteries remain slightly tighter than they should be. And when arteries stay tight, blood has a harder time reaching the smallest vessels in the body, especially those in the lower legs and feet. That's why circulation symptoms often begin in the extremities. You may notice signs like cold toes, tingling sensations, slow healing cuts, heaviness in the calves, nighttime leg cramps. But circulation isn't only about the large arteries. Another important part of the system is something called microcirculation. Microcirculation refers to the tiny capillaries that deliver oxygen and nutrients directly to your muscles, skin, and nerves. These vessels are incredibly delicate. If they become inflamed or partially blocked with microscopic plaque, blood delivery becomes less efficient, even if the larger arteries are still functioning fairly well. That's why many of the drinks we discussed today focus on two main goals. First, increasing nitric oxide so arteries can relax and open. Second, protecting the tiny capillaries from inflammation and oxidative stress. Together, these two effects can make a meaningful difference in how your legs feel. But there is one more factor many seniors don't realize also plays a role in circulation: hydration. When the body becomes even mildly dehydrated, blood becomes slightly thicker. Thicker blood moves more slowly through small vessels and requires more effort from the heart to circulate. Unfortunately, many older adults drink less fluid during the day because they want to avoid frequent trips to the bathroom. But that habit can quietly worsen circulation over time. The drinks we discussed today help solve two problems at once. They provide hydration while also delivering nutrients that support healthy blood vessel function. And when those drinks are combined with small daily habits like gentle movement, balanced nutrition, and moderate salt intake, circulation can gradually improve. Many people begin noticing small changes within a few weeks. Their feet feel warmer, their legs feel lighter when walking, and even their mental clarity improves, because the same circulatory system that feeds your legs also delivers oxygen to your brain. That's something many people forget. Good circulation isn't just about comfort in the legs. It supports the entire body. So if you'd like to begin improving your circulation naturally, start with something simple. Choose one or two of the drinks we discussed. Add them into your daily routine and give your body time to respond. Because sometimes the smallest habits, even something as simple as what you drink each morning, can gently remind your blood vessels how to relax and flow again. And when blood flows freely, your body feels the difference. Warmer feet, steadier steps, and a renewed sense of energy that many people thought they had lost with age.